I've never been handed anything. No shortcuts, no favors, no safety nets. I worked for everything I have. College, paid for with scholarships and night shifts. My job, earned through interviews, results, and a resume that took years to build. And at 28, I was finally getting noticed, promoted to lead a major client project at a top firm. People respected me until he came along. His name was Mark, senior director, old school, sharp suit, expensive watch, and the kind of smile that felt like a trap. He'd been with the company for 15 years. Everyone knew him. Everyone feared him, or at least pretended to like him. And when I got promoted, he started noticing me too. At first, it was subtle. You've got potential. I like the way you lead. Let me know if you ever want to grab a drink, off the record. I smiled, thanked him, kept it professional. But then came the first real offer. We were in a conference room, just the two of us, finishing a late client call. I stood up to leave and he said, "You know, with the way your career's going, you could really go far. Faster. With a little help." I froze. All I'm saying is, we'd make a good team. Dinner sometime? No pressure. I paused, smiled politely, and said something I practiced 1,000 times in the mirror. "Thank you, but I'd prefer to keep things professional." He laughed. "Of course. No big deal." But something in his voice shifted. The next week, everything changed. My client presentation was mysteriously removed from the agenda. A budget file I triple-checked was missing data. And suddenly, my name wasn't being included in key meeting invites. At first, I thought I was imagining it, until I overheard someone in the break room whisper, "She's not really as sharp as people say. Heard she just got lucky." That's when I knew. Mark wasn't just offended. He was coming for me. But what he didn't know is that I wasn't going to fight him in the open. I wasn't going to scream, wasn't going to cry, wasn't going to run to HR empty-handed. I was going to collect everything, and when the time was right, I'd end him. I didn't react, didn't flinch, didn't let him see a single crack, because the first rule of war, stay calm, stay underestimated. So while Mark thought he was sabotaging my career quietly, I was watching and recording everything. I started logging every meeting I was removed from, every email he forgot to copy me on, every passive-aggressive message, every sudden performance concern with no real proof. I saved screenshots, voice memos. I even got IT to confirm that someone manually altered my access rights on 3 project files. Guess who had admin-level clearance? Meanwhile, I played the game, smiled when I saw him, nodded in meetings, laughed at his fake jokes, because he didn't know I was documenting him piece by piece, like a case file, and not just for HR. I had bigger plans. Then I started building my backup army. First was Leah, one of the interns he ignored constantly. She told me about late-night messages he sent her asking if she was dating anyone and calling her cute for an analyst. She still had them. Then came Daniel, a former project manager who left quietly last year. I called him, and guess what? He left because of Mark and had proof, emails, complaints that were buried, people who left because Mark blocked their promotions. This wasn't just office politics anymore. This was a pattern. And once I had enough, I compiled everything, organized it like a legal case, dates, names, attachments, impact. Then I made 3 copies, one for HR, one for the board member I knew personally through a Women in Business event. 3 and one for Mark's boss. I booked a meeting, titled it Request for Confidential Ethics Review.
I was the
I didn't
perfect
yell,
girlfriend.
didn't make threats.
Or at least I
I
tried to
simply
be. I
presented
never
the
asked for
truth,
too much,
page by
never
page,
checked his phone,
and I watched their
never made
faces
drama in front of
unpale.
his
The
friends.
meeting ended with one
I
sentence.
supported his
We'll
goals,
look into this
helped him with
immediately.
his
Please
resume,
keep this confidential.
cheered him on when no
I
one else
nodded,
did.
smiled,
And for
and
almost
went
3
back to my
years,
desk like nothing happened.
I
But
believed we were building
inside,
something real.
I knew the clock was ticking,
We
and
moved in
Mark
together after a year,
had no
split
idea.
bills, bought furniture,
Over the
talked about
next 2 weeks, things got
marriage,
very
kids,
quiet.
even looked at
HR
houses
started
once,
asking more
just for fun,
questions,
he said. He
scheduling
told me I
routine
was his
check-ins,
piece,
interviewing
said I
old
grounded him,
employees.
said he'd never
Then
met
Mark
anyone like
began to
me. I
notice.
believed him.
One day, I
I
walked
thought I had
past his
finally found
office.
someone who
He was
didn't
on the
just
phone,
love me,
his voice sharp,
but respected
panicked.
me.
I don't know
I
what
was
she's
wrong.
talking about. None of that happened. That's when
The
I
first
knew.
red flag?
He
His
knew.
phone started living face down.
A few days later,
Notifications
Leah,
silenced.
the intern,
Trips to the
messaged
bathroom
me.
with it in hand, even during
HR just
movies.
interviewed me about
When
Mark.
I'd ask,
I
he'd
told them
brush it
everything.
off.
Then Daniel
Work
texted me.
drama, you know how my
They
boss is.
asked me to reshare the emails.
Then came
I
the late
sent them
nights,
all.
extra meetings,
The walls were
last
closing
minute
in.
projects,
And I
and still,
stayed silent, still polite,
I gave him the
still
benefit of the
smiling in
doubt because
meetings,
love
still
makes you
under pressure
stupid.
with performance issues
And I was
that
really in love.
somehow never stuck. Then,
But the
in the
universe has a
moment,
funny way of
we got an
revealing the
email.
truth.
All
It
staff.
wasn't a lipstick on the
Leadership
collar or a
restructure
text message.
announcement.
It was a charger.
Mark was stepping
His
down to
iPad
pursue new
charger went missing and
opportunities.
he borrowed mine.
Effective immediately.
A few
No
days
goodbye
later, I
speech,
found it
no
plugged in
party,
behind the
no mention
couch.
of gratitude. Just
Curious, I turned on the iPad.
gone.
No password. I wasn't
Whispers
snooping.
spread fast.
Not at first,
People knew something happened,
but the moment I
but no one
opened
said a word,
Safari,
except
I
to
saw
me.
her name, search
Coworkers
history,
messaged me.
hotel
You
bookings,
okay?
message previews,
Was it true?
and then
Thank you, seriously.
photos,
Thank you. Even one of the
screenshots,
executives stopped me
videos,
in the hallway
a
and said,
full-blown second life
"We're keeping an eye
with
on
her,
your career, just
a
so
woman
you
he'd been
know."
seeing for over a year.
And
She
then,
wasn't just a fling.
a week
He was in a
later,
relationship with her, told
I
her I
got
was
called
his
into a
crazy
meeting.
ex who wouldn't
Different
move
room,
out,
different
said he was
tone.
waiting for the
They
right
offered me a
time
new
to cut
role,
things off.
higher title,
They went on weekend
more
trips,
pay,
the
more
same weekends
power.
I thought he was out of town for work.
Why?
He bought her
Because I didn't
jewelry,
just
called her
survive a
babe,
snake like
told her
Mark.
she was the one,
I
and all
outplayed
this
him.
while sleeping
I
next to
took
me,
the promotion,
kissing me,
not out of spite,
promising me a future.
not to prove anything. I took it
My
because
heart
I
didn't
earned
break.
it.
Not right
Because
away.
even with every
Instead, I
roadblock
sat there,
Mark threw at me,
silent,
I never stopped doing my
shaking,
job, never
number.
stopped delivering,
And then
never stopped showing up.
I took a deep breath.
That's what real power looks like. Not loud, not angry, just unshakable. People began treating me differently. Colleagues who once questioned me now asked for my input. The interns, they felt safe around me, and the new hires, they saw someone who looked like them. Young, focused, female, holding her ground in a room full of suits. Sometimes I still get asked, "How did you keep your cool? Why didn't you blow up at him?" Because I didn't need to. Mark destroyed his own career. I just handed them the paperwork. I didn't expose him out of revenge. I did it to protect the people who were next.